Excellency, Sheikh Hasina, leaders, fellow finance ministers, colleagues. It is a pleasure to join you today. I would like to express my sympathies and solidarity for the impact the pandemic continues to have on our global health and economies. As this year's chair of the G7 finance ministers, I am committed to supporting low-income and vulnerable countries to address the urgent challenge of climate change. I will continue to work with my G7 and G20 counterparts to ensure a strong, sustainable, balanced and inclusive global recovery that builds back better and greener from COVID-19, and which recognises the disproportionate impact of the current crises on vulnerable populations. The triple economic, climate, COVID crisis requires us to look across the full suite of options we have to respond, to think innovatively and to establish the best way forward. Climate has been a strong focus of the UK's G7 presidency, and we have made good progress. Every country in the group now has a net zero 2050 target and a nationally determined contribution to take them there. Every G7 country has committed to end international coal financing and to transition away from dirty coal domestically. This is vital because to keep 1.5 degrees alive, COP26 must convince all major emitting countries to consign coal power to history. Every G7 country has also committed to increase international climate finance, including boosting funds for adaptation. The UK has already doubled its climate finance commitment to £11.6 billion between 2021 and 2025. And following the G7 meeting, Canada, Japan and Germany all put new money on the table. All good progress, but we know there is further to go. We need to ensure that COP26 delivers for the most vulnerable, including for adaptation. So we will be working hard with G20 countries over the coming months. And here we ask for your help, to use your influence and moral authority to urge G20 nations to step up, put an end to coal, to make emissions reduction commitments that keep 1.5 alive, and to mobilise more finance, including through multilateral development banks. If you have not done so, we urge you to set a net zero target domestically and an ambitious NDC to take you there, to put in place inclusive adaptation plans and communicate them, and to integrate disaster risk reduction and put in response measures that can help avert and respond to the worst climate impacts. We must also deal with wider systemic issues to address fiscal pressures and debt vulnerabilities. I welcome the IMF's efforts to work quickly to explore options to channel SDRs to help enable greener, more robust economic recoveries in the most affected countries. We need to work together on all of these issues and go further, for example by mainstreaming climate risk surveillance worldwide and encouraging greater consideration of climate-related macroeconomic risks in private investment plans, so that when we meet face-to-face in Glasgow for those crucial negotiations, we are in the best possible position to move forward together.